In a move that has shattered the fragile peace of the Middle East, Israel has unleashed a devastating airstrike on Iran, targeting its nuclear program and senior military leadership. This is not just an attack, it's a declaration of war on Iran's ambitions to become a nuclear power. Dubbed Operation Rising Lion, this operation, as announced by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, is set to last many days and is aimed at rolling back the Iranian threat to Israel's very survival. Make no mistake, this is no ordinary strike. Israel's military has deployed 200 fighter jets, nearly 60% of its combat aircraft, to hit over 100 targets across Iran. And these include the Natanz uranium enrichment facility, the heart of Iran's nuclear program, and key ballistic missile production sites. The sheer scale of this operation is unprecedented, showcasing Israel's determination to cripple Iran's nuclear capabilities before it's too late. The attack didn't stop at infrastructure. Among the casualties are Iran's most powerful military figures, including General Hossein Salami, the commander-in-chief of the Revolutionary Guard, and Major General Mohammad Bagheri, Iran's highest-ranking military officer. Both were killed in the strikes, decapitating Iran's military leadership. But the most chilling detail? 6 of Iran's top nuclear scientists, including Faridun Abbasi, the former head of Iran's Atomic Energy Organization, and Mohammad Mehdi Tehranchi, a prominent physicist, were also assassinated. This is a clear message. Israel will not allow Iran to develop nuclear weapons. Tragically, the strikes have also impacted civilian areas. Reports indicate residential buildings in Tehran were hit, raising serious questions about the precision of Israel's operation and the human cost of this escalation. Iran, of course, is not taking this lying down. In retaliation, it launched over 100 drones toward Israeli territory, though many were intercepted by Israel's defenses and Jordan's Air Force, which acted to protect its airspace. Iran's armed forces have warned that the U.S. and Israel will pay dearly, accusing Washington of aiding the strikes despite U.S. denials. With Iran's nuclear program now under direct threat, the stakes have never been higher. Is this the beginning of a full-scale war? The global response has been swift and varied. The United States, Israel's closest ally, has distanced itself from the operation. Secretary of State Marco Rubio confirmed there was no U.S. involvement, and President Donald Trump, before the attack, urged Israel not to target Iran, emphasizing ongoing nuclear negotiations. Iran, however, accuses the U.S. of complicity, further complicating diplomatic efforts. Other nations are sounding the alarm. Saudi Arabia condemned the strikes as blatant Israeli aggression, violating international law. China, Australia, New Zealand, Oman, Pakistan, Qatar, and the UAE have also expressed concern, with some calling for UN Security Council action. The ripple effects are already being felt. Emirates Airline has canceled flights to and from Iraq, Jordan, Lebanon, and Iran, disrupting travel and signaling the uncertainty gripping the region. Airspaces across Jordan, Israel, and Iran have been temporarily closed, reflecting the heightened security concerns. Iran's nuclear program has long been a point of contention. The International Atomic Energy Agency reported in May that Iran has enriched uranium to 60% purity, close to weapons-grade levels. While Iran denies pursuing a weapons program, Israel claims Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in months, justifying its preemptive strikes. But let's cut to the heart of the matter. What happens next? Iran has the capability to strike back with ballistic missiles that can reach Israel in just 15 minutes. Will they? And if they do, how will Israel respond? Will this spiral into a wider war, drawing in other powers like Russia or China? What about the nuclear negotiations? Are they now dead in the water, or can diplomacy still save the day? The U.S. and Iranian officials were scheduled to discuss uranium enrichment in Oman, but the future of these talks is uncertain. More importantly, can this cycle of violence ever be broken? Israel sees Iran's nuclear program as an existential threat. Iran sees Israel's strikes as an act of aggression that cannot go unanswered. Both sides are convinced they're fighting for their survival. But at what cost? How many more lives, military, scientific, civilian, will be lost before someone steps back from the brink? And what does this mean for the millions of people in the region who simply want peace? As we stand on the edge of what could be a catastrophic escalation, one thing is clear: the world cannot afford another war in the Middle East. The stakes are too high, the risks too great. Stock prices have fallen, oil prices have surged, and the region is on edge.